Some Los Alamos residents have decided not to take official orders to evacuate the city, and one of them is Joe Martz. He's been serving as the eyes and ears for his neighbors on Facebook. And Joe is at his home in Los Alamos, and he joins us now via the phone. Good morning, Joe. We really appreciate you being with us this morning, and I guess everyone would like to know, why have you decided to stay rather than go?
Good morning, Mike. I evacuated during Cerro Grande and learned firsthand that really a couple of things. The anxiety of just not knowing what's going on is a very real impact. And I have many, many friends and neighbors here, and you always forget something. And decided myself, just by staying behind, I could do everything from water the neighbors' lilies to post updates for the many hundreds of friends and families that I've got out there that evacuated town.
So at what point would you consider going out?
I have no death wish. My car is packed and ready to go.
Okay, good.
I'm on the east side of town, and I can leave at a moment's notice. If the situation changed whatsoever and the fire were to actually encroach upon the town, I'm out of here.
And as far as what you've been doing, I mean, you've been actually going out and taking pictures that we're seeing right now, which we appreciate, talking to your neighbors and friends via Facebook, and I am imagining that you're kind of easing their concerns a little bit.
I've actually been busier this week, having stayed in town. Everything from volunteering to help serve food, stopping by the Elks Lodge and some of the other places in town, to running these errands. I'd say the most popular request I've had is for watering plants, and I've been doing that as best I can.
Specifically, what do you see out there? Obviously, there's a lot of smoke and that sort of thing, but is it kind of an eerie feeling?
It's very eerie. Yesterday, I've been making regular trips to the bridge over Los Alamos Canyon that separates the community from the laboratory. And that's really the major point at which this fire is going to make it into Los Alamos, if that's the case. And, you know, I've been a Los Alamos resident since the mid-1970s. I know the terrain and the topography here. And yesterday was absolutely remarkable. About 2:30, the fire flared up below Pajarito Mountain, and much of that was a backburn that was set by the fire chief and others, and you could see that burn and flare pretty quickly, but the winds came up strongly from the south, about 30 miles per hour, and as I watched from the bridge, you could see that fire jump into upper Los Alamos Canyon, which was really our greatest fear. And I have to say, I've had a first-hand witness to a remarkable set of actions by the fire department and those that were fighting this thing. Within about 5 minutes, I saw fire trucks immediately stop. They turned on their sirens and they headed across the bridge. You see in one of those pictures a fire truck. That was one of about a dozen that was doing well over 50 miles an hour as he came over the bridge. About 5 minutes later, the helicopters were flying overhead. There were about a half a dozen slurry drops that were made on that, and I genuinely feel that those firefighters saved the city of Los Alamos with their actions about 2:30 yesterday afternoon. It was an extraordinary sight to watch those retardant drops and watch them beat that back. I am ever so grateful, and that, along with beating the winds today, I think are going to be the turning point on this fire.
Well, that's a fascinating story, Joe, and we always say we appreciate them, but to have you describe exactly what the firefighters, the men and women did, is very much appreciated. Joe, I know you're going to be back with us in our next hour. Thank you so much, and be safe there, please.
You bet. Thank you, Mike.
You bet.